Hello, pre-calculus students, and welcome to the conclusion of our lesson on multiple angle identities. And in this particular problem, we're going to prove something that has a higher order here. This is cosine to the third. Okay. And so to start, I'm going to start with the left-hand side. And if you kind of think ahead, okay, we don't really know how to deal with cosine to the third, but we definitely know how to deal with cosine squared. So I'm just going to break this problem into cosine squared times cosine. Okay. And then if you notice on the right side, we have this thing here, cosine of 2x. Hey, Mr. Golda, cosine of 2x. And if we look at our list of identities, we want to somehow convert cosine squared into cosine of 2x. Cosine squared into cosine of 2x. Well, we have a couple ways to go that route. One of this, which is the power reducing identities. And if you wanted to, you can also try one of these, but it's going to be more fruitful to at least try the simplest one first. So I'm going to use this power reducing identity right here. So the cosine squared now becomes 1 plus cosine 2x, all of it over 2 times cosine x. Okay? And my reason here is power reducing ID. Okay? Now, this is a little bit deceptive, but we're almost done with the proof here. We almost got what we want on the right-hand side. What I'm going to do here is just break up this entire fraction here into 1/2 plus cosine of 2x over 2, the whole thing multiplied by cosine of x. Okay. So that's just this cosine of x here that goes along the way. And it's perfectly fine to break up a fraction as long as the denominator is a single term. The numerator can be two separate terms. If the denominator is a single term, then you can break up the fraction. And then I'm going to factor out, I'll make a note here, I'm going to factor 1/2. So if I factor 1/2 out of this block here, I get 1 plus cosine of 2x times cosine of x. And you can see that this statement here basically is this statement up here. I just have to reorder things a little bit. So I can, and this is multiplication here. This is multiplication, this is multiplication. So I can rearrange any of the factors here. These terms are being multiplied. So I can move cosine x to the front. And then I can move this block here towards the back. And, just for good measure, I'll throw in some parentheses here, just so that it looks exactly like what we're trying to prove. And this is equal to the right-hand side. And so there you have it, the end of the proof that shows how to get from a high power down to a lower power, even if this statement's a little bit more complicated. Now, we could certainly break this statement into something even smaller, but that's not what it's asking us to do. And if you have a problem on the homework, on a test or quiz that has a high power like cosine to the 4th to the 5th, this is when the power reducing identities really come into play. Okay. So again, have patience with this, work hard at it. If you get stuck, keep working, and if you really can't do it, you run out of time, make sure you come and ask help from your teacher. And eventually, you will have that breakthrough. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.